everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody. Today's matchup features two teams eager to come away with a late season win. It's the Jaguars going up against the Colts. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. And on the ground they go with a running back. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tackle made there by Ben Heaney.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more importantly, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And his kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And tough starting field position here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
All right, here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
All right, here we go.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
Second down following the run.
Tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. No. Check, Patriot. That's hot.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got time. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on it.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Colts pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
So after that stop, you know that 3rd down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again, or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. The 12 yards that time and picking up the 1st.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Okay, this is almost football 101. What is a draw trying to accomplish? Using the aggressiveness of the defensive line against itself when they're getting back to the backfield, you pass them by handing the ball to a runner. In this case, that didn't work at all because the defensive line was there so quickly, there was no chance to fool them.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
All right, here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 16. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere. Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll throw now on the final play. Surveying the field. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. This will be taken in at the 1. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, It's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3.
Green 39! Green 39!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
No, check. Patriots! Here we go! Over! Gun!
On play action, they'll throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well. Because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3. Get a little bit closer, making it easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense that they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Stuffing over the top, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Jags a first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. 3-19. Detroit.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Watch it now, Marty. It's coming. Set. 3-19. Over.
Play clock winding down. He'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Marty.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Here we go.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the left, now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds here back behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd.
Here we go now.
First throw now for the backup, Bortles. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And taken right at the 35. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
All right, here we go. Green.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Shift together here from the D-line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And on the ground they go with a running back. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And they'll try to squeeze in 1 more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
2nd and goal from the 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Back to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And the third down pass falls incomplete. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Now Bortles, got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off. And, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Colts, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a home date next week against the San Diego Chargers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.
Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that wrist. Let me tell you about the young man. Matter of fact, I'ma let Push tell that. Take it by the old man. Had to change her heart and then fell back. Old man lived a long life. Walked around with a long like Jesus, that Colombiana. That's mere models he in jail. Everyone falling like domino. Yeah, I've been killing this. Yeah, I've been hard in the